The church has always resisted evil. Go all the way back to the beginning of the church age. In various form or fashion, the church has stood as a resistance to that which was evil. But today, the church has lost the will to resist, the understanding of how and what to resist. We don't even know what evil is anymore, much less how do we resist it. We don't even recognize it. Our military is being circumvented. It's being manipulated to not be a defender of freedom and a defender of liberty and independence and national sovereignty for these United States. Now they're being co-opted by globalist interests, globalist entity, globalist armies, with no loyalty to a single nation. And yet, many of us do not even recognize that. Don't even see that, cannot understand that. We cannot understand that the political establishments of our country have been co-opted and are being manipulated and used by interests that are far more sinister than you could possibly imagine. Our economic foundations, likewise. We are on the verge, on the precipice of facing a society and an age in which the old-fashioned preaching of the gospel of Jesus Christ in purity and in doctrine will be one of the least appreciated elements ever. In fact, I believe it to be safe to say that it will not be long, and the pure, unadulterated, uncompromising preaching of the Word of God will be despised and even at some point illegal in what was the United States of America. Does anyone not understand what we're talking about here? How can I be any clearer? Can I be any plainer? What do I have to do to break it down for you? It's not the same. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to stay the same. There is a revolution taking place as surely as I'm standing in front of you. A revolution that will and is in the process of stripping our country from everything upon which it was built. The monuments, the symbols, the words, the history stand as a memento of what used to be. Does not reflect what is and what will be. So, what are we to do? Let me tell you. God does not need the United States of America. God was God before July 4, 1776. And God will still be God whenever this country ceases to exist. God does not need America. America needs God. But what some of us have done in our hearts, we have supplanted the United States of America over the authority of God. We have allowed politicians and the way they interpret, or the way they make law, and the judges and the way they interpret law, and the executive branch and the way they execute laws, to decide our faith. Our faith is dependent upon what they say the perimeters are, and what they say is right, and what they say is proper. And we adjust our faith to accommodate them in order to be accepted by the powers that be. We accommodate them. We vacillate, we change, we move our faith around, we adjust it in such a way as we will not be out of sync with what they have established. Instead of standing for what is right and standing for what God has said, regardless of what men say, regardless of what courts say, regardless of what politicians say, regardless of what executives say, we should stand on the Word of God because God said it.